Yo, welcome back everyone. We're finally back in Seoul. No Busan video today. We're in the ever so popular Hongdae area. Leaving exit station 8 of Hongdae University Station. You'll arrive in this area. I usually like to come out exit 8, but you can also come out in exit 9, also a very popular station to leave to come to the main part of Hongdae, which you'll see here in just a little sec. Hongdae. It's so nice to be back over here. Hongdae was my favorite place to come here when I was a university student. Not actually at Hongdae University, but at Korea University in Annam. But I did have I lived in a guest house over in this area for half a semester. And I'd come out here often because there's just so much, like, so many stores, so many delicious restaurants, so many things to do in just this one area. It really is like a university town or university area, both popular in the day and at night. So we're gonna just do a quick Hongdae walking tour today, show off what there is to do in Hongdae, and maybe go to some awesome cafes. Let's get it. Let's go. Also, for anyone who's a big fan of Pokemon Go, I definitely recommend coming to Hongdae to play Pokemon Go. It is a very happening spot, and you'll often find a lot of people playing Pokemon Go in the area as well. And since this is a high foreigner area, there's a lot of revenue for foreigners to come. They have these guys in red, these guys and girls in red, that will help you with any information you need. If you're need a translation or something, they're there for you, so that's really cool. Another reason to come to Hongdae, you can see a lot of people busking in these areas here. So these little circle paths here, there'll be people who are singing, dancing. But I think since the coronavirus, there hasn't been too many people who have come out to do any busking. But before, it used to be very, very, very popular. But even then, during the day, there wasn't usually many people. It was more so at night. You'd have a lot of people dancing, singing. It was really cool. I think there's maybe once or twice that there'd be some big K-pop stars that would come by and do some street performance, or up and coming K-pop stars. So that was really cool. But like I said, these days I don't think there's that many. Over there, that big huge building way in the distance, that is Hongdae University. That's where that university is very famous for art degrees. So if you're an art major or anything relative to creative design, I would recommend going to that university. As I heard though, it is very hard to get in, but it is, well, I haven't been to the university myself, but the area is very, very, very cool. And then this street over here gets really busy at night because all the shops are open. Well, they're all open during the day, but I don't know, it's got a different atmosphere at night. God, Hongdae is so big. We walked only a couple minutes, but there's just so many paths and alleyways full for you to discover and walk through. I like walking in this path because it's a much wider area compared to where we were earlier. And there's still a decent amount of stuff to do. There's the big arcade, the big orange building over there. As you can see, still some restaurants and snack places, of course. And yeah, but Hongdae is one of the few areas that is kind of left up to you to discover. There's a lot of, like I said, nooks to see, some restaurants maybe even I haven't seen before. I used to walk around a lot. As I said, I did play Pokemon Go, so that really did help me discovering new places that I wanted to go back to after seeing it while walking around. But this path here, I remember this didn't used to exist when I first lived here. They made this new because cars used to just kind of come and go through the street. I think they wanted to make a safe place for people to walk as we are now. So they built this pathway and then they kind of blocked it off so cars can only go one way and then come the other way. This used to be an area where cars could park, and I think they wanted to get rid of it. I guess to make people park somewhere else. I'm not entirely sure why they did it, except for, you know, like I said, allowing people to walk freely, which I honestly love. But yeah, still walking. But we're gonna go to my favorite cafe, well, one of my favorite cafes while we're over here. This is not quite the Hongdae area. This is kind of walking towards the Hapjeong area. And Hapjeong area also has a lot of cool bars, restaurants, really cool izakayas. But yeah, we're gonna go to one of the most amazing cafes to go to while you're over here to get some, to get a very delicious treat. So I can't wait to show you guys. All right, here we are. We are going to this cafe over here, not Cafe Drop Top, the one that looks really pretty and flowery. That's the one we're going to. This cafe is called Colleen, or Colleen. I think it's supposed to be maybe French, Colleen. But anyways, this is a really cool spot. Especially guys, if you're looking for a date spot, this is the place to come to. I mean, just look at it. This place just lives and breathes romance. But besides that, it is a very cool cafe to get one specific item, which you're going to get. I will unveil it shortly. All right, welcome back. Let me go ahead and show off first what, so this is the inside area. It's very nice. They have this nice little tented area full of flowers. When it gets a little cold, they have the little heaters too. But this place is an ideal place to come in during the summertime. It is always packed. But let me show you why this place is so popular. We ordered 2 items. These 2 items are pretty much the only reasons I come over here. They used to have 2 different versions of one of these. I should just stop talking and show you. All right, let me just show you. Slow roll, there we go. Heyo. So over here we have the delicious, oh so delicious, iced persimmon bingsu. Oh, get up in that. Persimmon is by far one of my favorite fruits in Korea. I love this stuff so much. And the fact that they have this really delicious bingsu to it, which I'll explain in a little bit. And then we have the cotton candy latte. The cotton candy latte is just, it's a really neat latte. Yes, this is real cotton candy you can just eat. Mixed with just a normal latte underneath, but it's just a really unique latte that they have here. Now for bingsu, I don't think I've recorded a video of bingsu yet, and I will go to Sorbing, which is one of the most popular places. But for those of you who don't know, bingsu is this part here, which is the shaved ice, but it's shaved milk ice mixed with sweetened condensed milk, which gives it a very light, flavorful, sweet texture that's very easy to eat and perfect when it's a hot day. Combined with the very cold, fresh persimmon. So let's go ahead and dig in. All right, first I'm going to take a little bit of this cotton candy. It's good. It's just cotton candy, or barbapapa in French. But more importantly, the main reason we are here is to get some of this iced persimmon bingsu. So let me kind of dig in because it's a little hard to use both hands. It's a little cold, so give me 1 second, guys. Oh, we got a nice little spoonful here with the bingsu and persimmon. Oh, so good. Oh, this is my favorite snack. When I used to live in Hongdae, I wish I knew about this place earlier. But ever since knowing about it, I've always made it a habit to come over here and still get some more. I'm sorry, it's really cold, so it's a little hard to eat because it's so cold, but it's so, oh my God. For someone who really doesn't like sweet things, this thing is absolutely incredible. Again, you have to come to Colleen when you come to Hongdae because this iced persimmon bingsu is really good. I know it sounds like I'm trying to hype it up, because it's YouTube, but no, by far this is one of my favorite sweets to get. And also, they used to have a bigger version of this. This is already kind of hard to eat with just 2 people, let alone 1 person. But they used to have a massive size, which had a whole persimmon on the top that was meant for like 4 people. I don't know if they still do that, but if they do, I definitely don't recommend getting it unless you have 4 or 5 people to eat it, because it is massive. And bingsu in Korea is usually pretty big, which you can see at Sorbing. But oh my god, I cannot wait to keep digging into this. This is so good. The sweetness from the persimmon combined with the soft texture and the milk from the bingsu is just pure heaven. And it's weird because I've had persimmon by myself and I've bought it, but it just doesn't taste the same. I don't know what it is. Maybe because it's really cold or it's like near frozen. I don't know what it is with this persimmon, but it tastes amazing compared to like when I just eat persimmon at home. I don't know if I have to like freeze it a little bit or something. I really wish I knew how they got it to taste so good. But yeah, I definitely recommend stopping by here. So we're gonna enjoy our little snack here, our coffee and persimmon, and then we're gonna head to another cafe that's dear to me as well. So stay tuned for that. We left our lovely little cafe, and now we're just walking on the other side, heading to the other cafe. But as a pit stop, this place, Burger 4.5, it's a tiny little shop, and it's just one guy that works there, but this guy makes the most amazing burgers you'll ever eat. And it's, I don't know, for me, I really love these kind of like really small restaurants where like 6 people can fit in there. And it's worth it. Like this guy, I don't think he's changed the shop in the entire, 4 or 5 years I've been here. And he just still makes the best burgers. He's just like, he's focused on the craft of making burgers. So if you're ever in Hongdae and want to eat a burger, please come to Burger 4.5, support this man. He makes amazing burgers. So yeah, definitely come by here. But we're just still walking around to our next cafe. There's a lot of people hustling over here too. I don't know what they're trying to get people to do, but anyways, this other area is kind of is a more rural area for Hongdae. So there's a lot of guest houses and apartments and things like that for people to live in. And this is where exit 3 is, I believe, kind of closer to the airport line. And then here in this building over here, this is a big mall, and I believe there is a Holiday Inn at the top over there. Very expensive for not a lot of space, to be honest. But this area is very, very cool for a couple of reasons. We got the Cherry Blossom Road, a bunch of cherry blossoms, as well as I said, on our way to my favorite cafe. All right. Now, another reason besides the cherry blossoms, this road is very famous because it's kind of known as the Library Street. So there's a bunch of little like buildings that you can enter and pick out some books, I believe, that you can just read there or maybe read in the park area. It's just a very, very nice break from the hustle and bustle of Hongdae, the main hustle and bustle of Hongdae. The cherry blossoms are still there, but I think it's a little past its prime. It's getting a little warm here. It's still nice to see some cherry blossoms kind of in bloom. But this area is very, very tranquil, and I love walking over here. I used to stay at a guest house near here, and it was really awesome. It was really awesome. Just I've said awesome like so many times. It just really is a cool area to be around. See over here, Book Street, Gyeonggi Book Street. You can go inside, check out some books. These little nooks over here. I think each nook has its own version, like not version, but like style of books. So you got like history, and then you got fiction and nonfiction, things like that. I think that's how each one is designed. But I've never actually been in one of these personally. I don't read too many books. I'll say over here we have ebooks. Over here we have art. Yeah, so there's different genres. That's the word I was looking for. Genres. Creative workshops, kids books. But I'm not sure if these are still operational or not. They look kind of ignored and left out. But even over here, you can still find some hidden gems, some hidden like restaurants and cafes that are very nice. Also, if you're lucky, there's a lot of cats that are lying around, like this one over here, this little cute guy. You can see so many kitties just walking around. They're so nice. Oh, look at that guy. Well, let's go see, let's get closer. Look at this guy. Nice. He's just chilling in the sun. So cute. And on this street, this is where our cafe that we're going to is, but there's a lot of little gimmicky stores and some other cafes. But that's the thing, like some of these buildings you wouldn't even expect a cafe in. They're kind of just there. But other places are a little more stand out, like this place. This is actually new for me. This looks really nice too. But we're going over there, Grove 177. The best coffee shop. We're inside Grove 177 now. I'm really sad though, because the guy that I usually see, he quit. He's not here anymore. So that's really, really disheartening, to be honest. He was so nice to me in the year that I used to live in Hongdae. We just got our drinks. One green tea latte and then one cold brew over here, which is very nice. You can pour it yourself. Some people may not like this, but I like it. Woo. Yeah. It kind of looks like iced tea, but it is coffee. I spilled a little bit, that's fine. Okay. Their coffee is very, very, very good. And if this doesn't look refreshing enough for you, I don't know what will be. But this cafe is so cool. They got some hanging chairs over here. But as you can see, it is full of life. Not just human life, but plant life, which is why it's called Grove. And over here you have the outdoor patio area, which is very cool. I used to come to this area really often. I mean, this place is like, right now it's a little busy, and I'm glad to see that it's busy because it is by far my favorite cafe to come visit in Korea. I've been to many cafes, but Grove 177 still is my favorite place to come to for really good coffee, and it's a really good study environment too. When it's loud like this, it can be a little hard to study, but near the afternoon time, there's less people, and it's like the perfect place to come and study. And yeah, that's what I would often do. I'd come out here and just study for my exams for Korea University and all of that. And yeah, just be around plants, which, you know, when you're living in a tiny room, you don't have. So being in this space, being getting some fresh air is really good. But yeah, I think that's it for the walking tour of Hongdae today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I didn't want to go to like too many shops or anything, but again, Hongdae is really one of those areas that is one of the most popular destinations to come visit. Everyone comes here, so yeah, it's a bit chic-y and, you know, gimmicky and things like that, but it's good every now and then. And who knows, you know, if you walk around, you'll find a restaurant that maybe some people haven't heard of before, or maybe you'll go to a new place that isn't on the Instagram stuff or anything like that. So definitely come to Hongdae, walk around, don't just go to the most popular place, things like that. But the three places, sorry, I do recommend to visit. Colleen. The three places I recommend: Colleen, Burger 4.5, and here, Grove 177. Especially Grove 177. Please support this cafe. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, of course not. But I do genuinely love this place. And if you want a cafe that's not in the hustle bustle of Hongdae, this is the place to come to. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the walking tour of Hongdae, just kind of, you know, hanging out. And I'll see you guys next week back in Busan. All right, peace.